see. Okay, let's go, man. It's Memo's ding dong, huh? But yeah, it's Memo's time right here for like the Brelhard, like how he thinks for like the Brelhard right here. So yeah, I think like it's mainly as a whole, right? Yeah. In any case, we'll just react to it, I guess. We'll check it. We'll check it. Let's go.
GigaChat spam noted. Today's video I'm gonna cover about how I think about Brelshaza hard mode. Recently I heard from a lot of people that like some of the people clear the gate 6 of the Bro hard, which is good, but majority of people were not possible to beat them. And the same thing, like
Not
to be
possible.
honest, it happened in KR, and this raid came out almost 2 years ago, and back then it wasn't nerfed at all. By the way, Bro hard got nerfed almost around 10 times over the time, and trust
I think like there is like four major nerf. I think there is like small nerf here and there, but there is the four major nerf to be honest. So yeah, one of those major nerf is like halving like their health. So yeah, and also like 7 bar becomes like 160 instead of like 250 health bar. So yeah, that's like one of the major nerf right there. That basically makes it that like the DPS requirement is much lower. Although it's not low enough apparently for like the Western version, but yeah. Okay, but there is like also like a bug fixes as well. Yeah. Okay, there is that as well. Gabriel had double the health. Normal had double the health as well at the time, but they nerf it already, so there is that. So yep. Okay, it was like a major nerf right there. Well, I mean, like to give you a perspective, right? Reclear party in Brel is requiring like 80 bar, like 80 quality armor because like the damage that the Brel hard does, and also like they want like 22 weapons. Now, to be fair, at the time we don't have like a Salvation 30 or stuff like that. We had like 18 at most. So yeah, a lot of people still have Lost Wind 12 as well. I had Lost Wind 12, but you get the point basically. So yep. Okay, but like it's pretty like a high requirement for that because I mean it's not double per se basically, but it's like much higher as well at the same time. So yeah, the 250 bar of 7 bar, the 7 bar mechanic being 250 bar is also a big problem because like you cannot miss a single meteor unless like you have like basically some 25 weapon guy maybe. So yeah, Lost Wind Cliff 12 man. Yeah, I had Lost Wind Cliff 12 at the time as well. Yeah. Okay, wait, you have like Lost Ark 30? No, no, we don't have like a sufficient 30 Ogichi back then. So we don't get like that many cards. At most people have 18. So yeah, during that part. If you had 30 right, if you had like sufficient 30 right, it's an instant accept because of like the DPS check for it. So yeah.
me, even nowadays, as a close to eye level party, it is a super big jail. So let's talk about this part. So a lot
Super
of
big
Korean
jail.
players actually think that Braille Hard is one of the worst or even the hardest among all the contents that exist in KR. And I can come up with two major reasons for this. Number one is that there are so many mech like gimmicks that requires hardcore level of cooperation. And number two is the length of the gate. If you see here, Braille is has 6 gate, right? Vulcan has 2 gate, Vikis 3, Clown 3, and Arcan has 3 as well. And for other Abyss dungeon that does not exist in the West, they also have 4 gates as a max. Yeah. So you can see how long Bro is by having 6 gate. The thing is, Bro Hard came out after Bro Normal, and it shares a lot of same or similar patterns and gimmicks already. But what's the reason why a lot of people struggles against this Bro Hard raid compared to other Legion raids? Well, think it like this. I'm pretty sure that majority of the party turns into a jail in this kind of sequence. So they process the early gates without any flaw, like flawlessly. But then like around like gate 4 or even on pro kill on gate 2 or gate 5 and 6, one person starts to make one mistake, but that one single mistake from one person is really punishing in Bro Hard, right? And that wipes the raid, and you reprog, and whenever you reprog, people starts to lose their concentration, and they start to mess up the things one another, and that's how it becomes a jail. And this is
So it's basically like what's the name? When you get jailed and then you start getting tilted and you fuck up again next time. I mean, yeah, I can relate to that actually because that happens as well to me. So yeah, I think like Brel. I feel like, okay, so here's the thing, right? So I'm not sure if people have played like any other MMO, right? That like have end game rating like that as well. But in my case, right, I was comparing it to like, let's say like, so I'm gonna compare it to like 14 right here, right? In 14, right, you have like four floor of like a raid, and the first floor is usually the easiest, and the final floor being the hardest. Usually they're like 15 minutes fight, 17 minutes fight, because there is two fight usually in one. So it's called door boss basically. Usually that is the case. So when Brel was 6 gate, I just assumed that's like a final floor. It's like the last like a part of the tier basically, like the tier for it. So the last boss of the tier. I would assume the same for Taemine as well, because like Akan is like 3 gates, Voldyke is 4 gates, and Taemine is 4 gates. But that's a lie, because I know for a fact they're gonna have a fifth gate for like Akan, for like Taemine. It's just gonna be in hard mode only. So I think like that's gonna be the case. I think like it's just like a final floor of like the raid tier basically. It's supposed to be like your end game basically, before you restart to an easier one. That's why Brel and Akan is easier than Brel. It's actually easier than Brel. Mechanically and everything is actually easier. The only thing issue with Akan is like the gear check is higher, because 1580, 1600. So yeah, there is that right there. Okay, you think it's only punishing for in gate 5, right? Gate 5 is the one that has like basically an actual 8-man mechanic. So yep, it's also the one that is like hardest to bust because of that. So yeah, you guys don't know, but like gate 3 used to be the hardest one of the hardest one, because of like the 8-man mechanic at 0 bar. The scythe and like a spear one, red and blue basically. So yeah, gate 3 is basically where everyone gets jailed. So yep, because like the 8-man mechanic that like will wipe you when you fuck it up basically. You can't bust gate 3 basically, something like that. Gate 3 hard. Normal you can, but yeah. But yeah. Okay, there is a first play, best play. Okay, gonna be a fifth like a done gate. Okay, it was like a 16 scythe, right? It was 16. It was like it was 16 scythe. It was 16 scythe. Wait. Okay, eight. It was 16 scythe basically. Yeah, it was 16 scythe, and you have to get all 16, and missing one is a wipe basically. So yeah, that's what it is right there. And now it's nerf, right? Basically nerf to the point that like basically when you fail it, you just go through basically. If you are the people that never seen it like dies the first time, you wouldn't have cleared gate 3 then. So yeah, if you had to regen the boss and kill it again, that means you actually have not cleared it. So yeah, if it's pre nerf of course, but it's post nerf already. But yeah, also like the Medusa is like random. It's not always in or out. It's random basically. And then like when you get hit, you get flung away, knocked down basically, and like fly away. Not like just like pushes you back. But there is a lot of nerf over there. But yeah, okay, there is that right there. Okay, people would still be on proc there if gate 3 like 0 bar wasn't nerf. Yeah.
Really brutal when it comes to newbies, because especially in KR, this might not be a thing in the West, but in Korea, since this is a content that came out before 2 years ago, what's happening is that majority of the party requires at least 1580 to clear all the way to gate 6 of hard bro, because most of the Korean players out is already over 1580. That's where the average are. So for newbies, it is really hard to even find a party.
Okay, so 1580 alt on average, that's like a lie. That's not true. But there are plenty of people that have 1580 alt, so yes.
The plugin party for 1560, and even if they do, most likely they will not be able to clear in week 1 or 2. Like it's gonna take a long time, even after a lot of nerf. You guys might try to compare this with other games like Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft, but I'm not here to compare with other games. Come on, we're living in 2023 where people value their own time a lot more than the past, right? And raid like Bro Hard, which consumes a lot of time from the players, I don't think it's well made. Yeah, like if you think about Arkan, by the way, Arkan is considered as a very well made raid, and the reason is because if I try to compare with Bro Hard has a lot of gimmicks that require cooperation. It's gimmick oriented. You know what I'm saying? But for Arkan, like there's not much cooperative gimmick. There's few, and most of the time, it all comes down to combat. So that's why it's getting a lot of love from the Korean players. Yeah,
That actually makes sense, I guess, maybe. People don't want mechanics. They don't want mechanics, mechanics that wipes you, mechanics that kills you. They don't want mechanics. What they want is basically the boss to do random shit as you basically hit him as well, basically. So no mechanics, like no, like remove like all the health bar mechanics, I guess. So maybe something like that. So that would basically remove like all the wipe mechanic and everything, I guess. Maybe that's like what, yeah, that's what people like, I guess, maybe. Say log in, get loot, like log off, like Descaluda, like some guardians actually, not everything probably, but yeah. Yeah, well, I guess it depends, right? I'm not sure. Well, again, I guess like 2023, this is like, people value their own time, right? Uh, well, I don't know, man. I mean, like, end game rate is end game rate, but yeah, to put it simply, Abrel, if you don't have like X amount of people, it's a fail. Iliakan, even X amount of people die, you have the damage, you can still clear. That's true, Pine, which leads to like bussing. It's much easier to bus like Akan. You can 4-man bus it in Akan, and 5-man for hard, right? So yeah, there is that. And like for Braille, it's harder because like the gate 5, you have to ask them to participate. You can't bust gate 5 basically, and gate 3 like pre-nerf, but that's nerf already. But you said Akan is better raid too. I think like in general overall, it is like a better like raid. But Akan has mechanics as well. So yeah, Akan has mechanics as well. Okay. Now I mean like if those mechanics are 8-man, I wouldn't mind. But I mean like Akan is like less people. That's why like you can 4-man bus it. The thing about like the 4-man busing is like you bus it and like people like get like later the Plague Legion commander or Plague Legion customers, if you wanna call it that way. That basically will join your Akan run and they will jail you because they don't know how to do jack shit. So because they got bust. So yeah, so it's a cycle, right? It's a cycle right there. But yeah.
And they made Arkham like this because they know that they didn't they didn't make the raid well on making Bro hard, and they acknowledged that, and they made Arkan as fascinating as possible. But
I
why?
feel like it's kind of hard, not made well. So having mechanics is bad then, basically, is what I mean. So yeah, it's like is that like the standard that we have right now here for like LA, for Lost Ark basically? Not having mechanic is bad. I'm like having mechanic is bad. Is that like what we're thinking right here? But yeah. Okay, will we have groups whatever? We have janitor. Well, janitor will be like the preference. If you have janitor, then the group will fill up fast. Okay, we just changed our fall mechanic onto drown. Yeah, well, in any case, basically, like the idea is like if there is no mechanic, the rate is good, basically. So now this begs the question: is it actually the mechanic then, or is it because like if the rate is easy, it's good? So yeah, like Voltan is good, right? But is it good? Because like when I say like Voltan design is good, I didn't mean it was easy. So I wasn't talking about how easy it is, but I mean like Voltan was easy in a way. So yeah, okay, nobody wants to do janitor. Yeah, it's a bad thing. Yeah, people wanna like mindless DPS. Yeah, but I mean like I guess like yeah, it is 2023, right? And people don't wanna they don't. It's every man for themselves. So yep, I don't know. Let's
I'm
see.
trying to say is that I think they need to also consider, like, try to change some stuff on the Bro hard. I mean, they can nerf the Bro, but nerfing the Bro already happened almost 10 times, and I don't think it's gonna help even if they try to nerf it more. What I think it matters a lot is
It's like the Tayman, how the Tayman is like Tayman was designed to be hard, and then like once the first few weeks like pass by, like they'll nerf it for like a community, and then like they'll nerf it like basically 100 times, so the Western players can clear it, maybe. Okay, remove like the wipe mechanics, then Western players can clear it. It's like that. I guess that's the cycle, maybe. So yeah, they will nerf it. They will nerf it. Like that's how Tayman is going to be, I guess. I guess like all I need to do is just like focus on clearing the first week, then just be done with it. So yeah. Okay, I don't know. Maybe yeah.
the length of the gate. Like, this is a real problem. Like, 6 gate. Come on, like, you know, Lost Ark is a plus 18 game, right? Which means majority of the people have job. And imagine progging content
Imagine
like
having
Braille,
jobs, man.
especially Braille
XFFX.
hard, which has 6 gate. Isn't that like super devastating? And Lost Ark is a game that requires people to run multiple alt. Think about that as well. So, in
Requires
my
the same word.
subjective, honest opinion, I think it would be better to reduce the 6 gate to 4 gate, like removing 2 gates. Maybe those gates can be Gate 2 and Gate 5. Yeah, Gate 5 has a lot of hardcore cooperations, and Gate 2 has pro kill, right? And like one person have to go into pro kill, set all other 7 people have to fight something else. I feel like when it comes.
So okay, the what's the name? The gate that has like the most like the worst clear rate. Remove it then. Is that how it is, right? Okay, I don't know like about that one to be honest. If you remove like gate, you remove gate 1 and 3 because that's the one that gets nerfed to the ground to the point that like they're just like basically sitting there doing nothing. To be honest, I feel like 1 and 3 I feel like can be there. Gate 2 ends in 10 seconds now in KR. Like gate 2 is so good. Gate 2 I feel like it's like better to be honest because of Prokel. So yeah, Prokel is just like a really fun like a fight. NAU doesn't experience it because you tag team it, so you don't actually know. But that's remove 1 and 5 worst gate now 1 and 3 I think. I think 5 is fine. So yeah, I think 5 is fine. Well, I guess, but I think mechanics in the game is fine. So yeah, as including like 8-man mechanics, because like here's the thing, like when you're 1560, I expect you to be like somewhat like of a decent player. So there is that. Okay, I associate item level with skill basically. Sometimes if you're like let's say 14, 15, I assume you might not be that good because like maybe you're new or something like that. But if you have a 1560, okay, why are you still bad? You shouldn't be bad, At least like in my opinion. But that's me. Okay, so like for that. 2, 4, 5, 6, I think will be fine, yeah, probably. So yeah. Okay, 2, 4 and 5 as 3 gates would be 9. 2, 4, 6. Now you just don't want 5, man, You just don't want 5. How about you do like what's the name? 4, 5, 6. 3 gates right there. That seems fine to me, I guess. 4, 5, 6. Because cube is pretty well designed as well. So yep. I don't know. Okay, but as far as my sister, she's dead already. Yeah, I can't count more than 3. Yeah, well in any case right there. If you wanna remove, I think like 1 and 3 probably. Maybe like 2 as well, but yeah. In any case, yeah.
Comes to that system itself, I don't think it's well made because one person. So that's like giving a lot of pressure and responsibility to one person, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, because fighting Prokel is really fun, but like that's not the part of what I'm saying. It actually gives a lot of pressure to the one guy, and I think that's not well made. Similar thing goes in Archon Raid in Gate 3. One person have to go into.
Wait, but I mean like giving responsibility to 1 is not good, but giving responsibility to 8 is also not good. So oh, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, no mechanics mean no responsibility. No, I guess it's in line. Yeah, if there is no mechanics, then there is zero responsibility. I guess people just don't want responsibility. That's what it is right there. Yeah, just delete it, man. Okay, but yeah. Okay, I don't know. I guess Gate 5 only seems like bad because like you have to do 1 to 4. Now I think like people's complaint is Gate 5 is bad because like one mistake can wipe the whole raid. It's the standard like rating. But I mean like I don't know. I mean like if you're 1560, you shouldn't be bad. I think so. Yeah, I think like you should be able to do the raid at least. At least like in my opinion, considering that like the raid itself is like 5 months old already. It's not like in like Gate 5 normal and hard is like totally different, right? It's the same. So you're not running hell mode, bro. Okay, anxiety remove mechanics.
The sewer and clean up all the floor, and the other 7 just have the combat with the Arcan. Like what is that? You didn't hone to be a janitor in the sewer, right? Like you honed to fight against the Legion commander, and I don't understand why there's a system like that that gives high pressure, like high responsibility to a certain player. So
Actually, it's low responsibility. Actually, it's the other way around for Akan. Akan like has like the janitor basically. It's like Prokel, but instead of like basically high responsibility fighting Prokel, it's low responsibility because it's easy. So yeah, okay, I did it first try. So you just go in and just clean up all the floor, and then like just like stun like the ghoul, and that's it basically. You don't fight the boss. You don't do all the any mechanic. So yeah, it's actually easy on the other way. So maybe janitor is actually the way to go. But I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, mechanic man. Mechanic. Okay. Hate going to sewer. I have to suko myself relearning like a gate 3. Yeah, because you don't try to learn gate 3, pan. You always say you're gonna do janitor because it's easy. So yeah, you say that, right? So like whenever you join in, I just like tell you come in. Then I guess you be my janitor because I wanna fight like the boss. Yeah, sewer rat right here.
I think they have to fix this one person responsibility kind of systems other than that, Archon is a pretty fine raid. Yeah, it's very chill, and I kind of feel like
Okay,
sorry
gotta fix all the rate, make it zero responsibility on all rates on every player.
to the developers of saying like of wanting them to reduce the gate of the bro, because at first they made the six gate by thinking that players would be really happy and having a lot of fun, right? Like I mean their cutscenes and effect the stories during this raid is actually really cool, right? But the problem is when it comes to the MMO where which it involves with a lot of repetitive contents, cutscene and content is just like one time like usable, you know what I'm saying? What it actually matters a lot is the actual gameplay, and when it comes to the dungeon gameplay, Brawlhard is not that good. Yeah, and I already talked about this before, right? Length of the gate and hardcore gimmicks. Well, hopefully, as you can see today, there was a post that came out from the Play Lost Ark, and you can see that they're gonna try to alleviate the player's exhaustion by starting with nerfing the Argos, right? Yeah, like reducing some gimmicks.
Yeah,
And
this
I
is
think
the change that basically like adjusted like the content to the skill of the player base. So yeah, so instead of like the skill of the player base going up, the content goes down to the to adjust to like the player base skill. This is like the change basically. Orgo's already like a brain dead, like a winder fit because it's not brain dead enough. That's why. Okay, not brain dead enough. Okay, but that's the thing. That's what we're saying basically. So this is like where the content goes down to adjust to the player base like skill level. So yeah, because Argos is still too hard, Vault and Vicus is still too hard. So yeah, for people that's why.
this is a very great start, because I feel like this is, since this is a start, maybe like when the average of the players base goes close to around 1600, then by that time maybe Vulcan Vicus kind of raid can also be like much more friendly to the newbies. And I also saw a post of someone who translated this in the Korean Invent. Invent is a Korean site of Lost Ark community, by the way, and a lot of people were hyped about it. Yeah, actually, so you can tell that a lot of KR players are also looking forward to this, and this has never been released in KR. Literally, this is the first post. That's why.
Yeah, we don't have this as well. It's like the last time with like the Kaliligos turf and stuff like that. So yeah, for 2 years Kaliligos was fine. People were like whatever basically. But then like after that like NA decides like we're gonna nerf it, right, basically. And like in Korea, we just want it easy as well. So yeah, in Korea people want it easy as well. So yeah, we want zero effort and like a max reward, just like basically NAU player. I don't mind this one as well, to be honest. So yeah, this changes right there. I mean like it's gonna be easier for me, yeah. But I mean like okay, for newer players they won't learn mechanic and they will go to clown and jail everyone. So but that's not my problem I guess for that. So yeah, heard that most game devs don't want to nerf things they work hard for, but sometimes they can clearly see people players not being able to clear things. Why are they and why they are forced to nerf them? Yeah, basically you have to adjust it right there because like you can't tell basically like players to improve. So yeah, if you want them to clear it, I guess like the best way to do it is to adjust your content to the player. So yeah, easy nerf clown as well. True, yeah. By that point, just nerf clown again as well, I guess. But yeah. Okay, just nerf everything for that. People get understanding from company point of view when 80% of, plus of your clients struggle, they're gonna do everything to make it easy for them, otherwise not good business. You're true. That is correct, Nuker. When 80% of your clients struggle, you should adjust it for that, yeah. Although like back then, like for like how long Argos has been out in Korea? 2 3 years. Uh it was fine. Okay, then after that like the Western players like comes in and they drag down the number, then we get nerf. So yeah, just like in like our guardian and also like in the thing as well. It's not like basically in care like everyone is so good, right? No, not really, not necessarily, but the ratio is different because like most people can do it just fine, most people can do Kaliligos just fine, but like after Western players like started it, right, the number of the clear rate becomes like too low, then they nerf it. So yep, something like that basically. Yes, verified 4. Okay, until the end, the Western nation attack XFFing dude. So yeah, it's just that basically. And like since like this content is like 2 3 years old for us, it's kind of like whatever. You nerf it, sure I guess. I mean like we're not even playing that. Nobody is actually like really doing Argos right now. So except like really fresh player in KR. So yep, Vault and Vicus is the same thing as well. But yeah. Okay, it's in the statistics as well. Western population struggle more than Asian one in terms of like math problem resolution and more. Well, I don't know. I guess so. I don't do that research. So, okay, Smart Game probably wants to increase the longevity between newbies like on like a KR2. What do you mean for this one? To be honest, it's kind of hard to say that Kgom dude when they literally changed like Kayangil to be less newbie friendly. So I don't get it as well then if that is the case. Maybe it's like newbie friendly in like in in like a Western region, but in Korea it's not I guess. But yeah. Okay, it's mainly the amount of people that if the people reach like 10 times people there will also be 10 times people that like cannot clear the content. Was Brelhard this messy in Care like a 2? Brelhard was like pretty messy, I guess. Yeah, at the start, but it was like a totally different fight than the current one that you have, right? So yeah. Okay, now it's not a mess anymore, not really. So yep, not really. I mean, you've seen me run like Brelhard like 5-6 basically. Generally, like it's like fine, maybe like one or two, like maybe like a jail every one or the other week. But generally, like we just like one shot it. So generally, but yeah, in any case, yeah, that's that then.
Got reverse, imported to KR by translating it, and I'm also looking forward to it as well. Anyways, that's all for today. Stay GigaChess, spam loaded. Hope you guys enjoyed, and come to twitch.tv/memorizer92. That's the most important part. Yeah, I need to earn some money.
But yeah, that's
Bye,
like
guys.
that's the video right there for like for memos right there. Memos thinking on that. Mm, yeah, I don't know. Hard Braille is hard Braille, I guess. I mean, like the changes for that. I mean, like if they change it, it's kind of whatever as well. It's a more than 1 year old content for us in Korea. So to be honest, like if they change and like they nerf like Braille, right? It's probably gonna be okay for Korea because like Korea don't care. I mean, like we already finished it like a long time ago anyway. So yeah, the pre-nerf version and everything. So when they nerf it, it's fine. I mean, like it's like it's less effort for us to get the same reward. So we'll be fine with that. So yeah, that's okay. But yeah, okay, it is what it is, man. Honesty. What I like when I do the Naruni event, some early hour, I still so many casual players, MMO players talking everything, and I totally understand Spaghetti Amazon point of view. Do agree on some Nemo mistakes. I mean, like I think it's fine. I mean, like nerfing like the Brel heart, like maybe removing like for that basically. I think it's okay. I think it's kind of like whatever, I guess. So yeah, maybe the Western player like needs it more as well. Like first week should get like the even more nerf version. But in any case, like if they nerf it, like most people in Korea won't really care because like it's easier for them. So yeah, if you wanna like basically make it like less effort for more reward for us, I mean, who are we to say no? We'll take it obviously. So yeah, of course we'll take it. Yeah, they could have just made it like how they're gonna remake Triangle right now, but leave it for 35 while they are trying to make Indian game contents in line to Voldeck and all that. They could have, but they didn't. So yeah. Okay, Braille for you guys are Chaos Dungeon anyway. So well, that's like basically our like homework runs and seems like you've seen like my runs and like most of the time it's fine, right? So yeah, 90% of the time like my runs are like basically like smooth, like one shot and everything. But yeah, but yeah, there is that I guess. But this is like a memos video for like the Brelhard right there. Brelhard needs change. I mean, like I think like in the case of like in Korea, right? Sure, you can change that. I think it's okay. It's easier for like us anyway. Low effort, maximum like a reward. But for the Western, maybe it is important for the Western as well because like Western needs the nerf to maybe progress forward. Okay, or else they can't progress. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, the people that like well, how many? Yeah, I guess like it's a very small minority for people that actually wants pre-nerf stuff, that actually wants challenge. So yeah, they just want like go in, no mechanics, unga bunga, hit the boss, clear it, right? So yep. Okay, I guess like if a majority were like that, then like it's the way to go, I guess. But yeah, snowball effect from getting Hello Kitty rate from the very beginning. Yeah, well, you get like Hello Kitty difficulty, yeah. Okay, from the start. So now like basically like it's too hard for that. Well, I mean like the nerf for like Argos and everything, right? The nerf for Argos and like Vulcan will basically make like new players will join you in Clown and not understanding how to even play their class yet. So because like every content before that was nerf. So I mean like you'll be the one that's dealing with that, not me, I guess. So yeah, because like we don't do clown anymore, we do triangle now. But yeah, would like pre-nerf. I like a challenge. What is the point in the game if like that is the case? Well, the point is, Papita, is like people want it like something like a mobile game where they can like just log in, play super easy autoplay, and like after that like get the reward. That's what they want. So yeah. Okay, but yeah, seems like you're in the minority, yeah, Papita, man. Unfortunately. Doesn't that mean like they will remove the 90 bar like a damage reduction, Poggies? Well, that's Clown, Pine. Clown is not there yet. Clown will get nerfed later, I guess. But yeah, but for now, like that's the case. So get rid of like the thing. Yeah, make it like just skip everything as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean like we will see like this difficulty right here. So yeah, it's a decent amount of like basic like a Brel heart like complaints like from people to be honest, but okay, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Okay, wasn't that a thing on release, but we'll just push through like everything. Wait, which one? Okay, I don't know what you mean, Pine. Oh, the 90 bar on release, like there is no 90 bar, yeah. But like people skip it because you can pay to win it, right? So yep. Yeah, make it so you log in weekly to get gold and match craft gear easy. Yeah, which is like a mobile game, right? Okay, exactly like a mobile game. Yeah, but in any case, man, in any case, it doesn't matter. This is like how it is basically. This is like Memo's video. So yeah. Okay, we will move on from this then if that is the case. So if they do decide to nerf like a Brelhart or whatever, it doesn't matter for us to be honest because like you know, okay, it's like basically like old content for us anyway. It's new content for NAU though, but yeah. Okay, but yeah, reward is the way. Participation reward is the way, yeah, maybe. Anyways, man. Anyways, that's it, bro. That's like the React Andy, I guess. React Andy, React. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Let's move on. Dude. Let's move on.